Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today is Sunday, April 17, 2022. Sun in Aries and waning gibbous moon in Scorpio. We express ourselves by our actions, and we have an inner drive to seek truth in the depths of our own knowing. Now is a time to reflect from the heart. Surround yourself with objects of mystery and meaning as you look back on the last month's activities and culminations and think about what you liked and what you could have done without. Now we begin to make our list of those things that will probably have to go so that we can see a clear path to the next creative cycle. Let's say, reflect from the heart here. I'm going to get right into these aspects. I just want to point out first the handcrafted key on the right-hand side of the page. Most of the symbols on the page have made it into the key, so if you desire a point of reference, it's right here. I have otherwise divided the page into two columns, one for each of our luminaries. The moon is the luminary that sheds light on our inner lives. This is your relationship with yourself, what it feels like for you to be in your body, heart, and mind, and in your home. The transits and aspects the moon makes are all very brief, and they have a subtle impact on those things that you think, feel, know, and intuit, but may choose whether to express. The sun is the luminary that sheds light on our outer lives. This is the outward expression of ourselves in the world, specifically in your work, social, and civic spaces. I address the sun and the rest of the planet's movements on this side because these have a greater impact and influence on our outward expression. We begin on the moon side today at 5:43 in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. The moon goes in opposition to Mercury. Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio are most likely to notice this energy. We may find it difficult at this time to express how we feel. Our analytic faculty is in conflict with the way we feel, perhaps even leading to us to say things we don't mean or to make plans we'd rather not be making. A few minutes later at 5:50, again in the afternoon, moon goes trine to Venus. So Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, this one applies especially to you. This is ideal functioning between our heart and our ability to attract what we need. And then about a half hour after that at 6:27, moon goes in opposition to Uranus. Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius are most likely affected. We yearn for a little more status quo in our inner life. Shakeups and the changes that come with it can bring about some conflict. Taken together, we see a lot of overlap in these 2-hour aspects. Between the hours of 5:45 and 8:30 this evening, we may find ourselves pulling toward us what we desire without having a lot of conversation about it. Venus is exalted where it currently transits in Pisces, so it is possible for creative opportunities to practically fall into our laps. Don't forget the consent of others at this time. If we struggle to say what's in our hearts, it may be best to let the creative opportunity sit idle until we find the right words to express ourselves, our gratitude, our desire, and enthusiasm with clarity. Uranus promises shifting energies that don't feel so great at this time, so there are also some concerns to express before diving into this creative, emotional, or intuitive gift. And another note I want to make is that Venus is currently in Pisces. Isn't Venus in Pisces? Yes. Venus is currently in Pisces, and Jupiter and Neptune are currently in Pisces. So this is very much, this moon trine Venus is very much also pointing to the sort of reign of creative expansion and opportunities that are coming from this conjunction over here. On the sun side today at 8:09 this evening, Mercury goes sextile to Venus. So Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Libra all have ruling planets here. This is the intellect in a cooperative function with our ability to draw toward us what we need and desire. Interesting to me that this shows up about 20 minutes after this moon opposition Mercury aspect is complete. Now would be the time to express our appreciation for the gifts we have coming in, whether physical or energetic, and also to give consideration to the changes that we will go through, as we accept these gifts. The aspect will be with us for a few weeks through May 11. Then at 11:52 tonight, Mercury goes conjunct to Uranus. Gemini, Virgo, and Aquarius may notice this vibe. I see this as a compulsion to discuss and make plans around the changes that are coming up for us. It's a fairly brief aspect. It will be with us only through tomorrow. What comes up must come out. Remember to have compassion in your conversations with others. And also, I made this note, taking these together because they came in together, although this one will last a lot longer. We're gracious and grateful for the gifts we receive. We want to talk and like give thanks out loud. It's a cooperative thing to do with that receptive vibe. But we also want to acknowledge, discuss, and plan for the changes that are coming on, because remember, we had this opposition for Uranus, in response to a possible gift. And it's important to remember to express whatever questions or reservations you have about anything that's coming your way. In the ongoing column, my friends, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, and Aquarius, Sun sextile Saturn continues through tomorrow to give us a cooperative boost of focus, good habits, and activity to help keep us on track, while the Jupiter and Neptune conjunct rains down these dreamy vibes of personal expansion and connection. Jupiter conjunct Neptune continues to rain down blessings of positivity, fertility, and creative growth. Pisces and Sagittarius have ruling planets here. The airy intellectual Jupiter represents nurture and growth of our capacity to connect with the broader world through education, travel, and doing business. Watery, intuitive Neptune represents the interconnectedness of all things having being, including you and I. With these energies amplified and under pressure together, in their home sign Pisces, we get a strong vibration that invites us to notice our expanded creative flow, to seek more information and interaction, inspiration and interaction with our intuitive and creative practices, and to notice the positive incoming opportunities that result from these, our labors of love. These vibes are full force through the 25th. Just about a week from today. I encourage you to sing, dance, play, and appreciate this fertile rain. Tomorrow, Venus goes sextile to Uranus, bringing in the hopeful vibe of being amenable to some changes in the way that we attract and relate to those things we like, love, and can't get enough of. Tuesday, the sun will make ingress to Taurus, bringing our quick, driven, fiery focus back to the ground and home base, here to thrive and grow and create. And then this coming Saturday, we'll see a third quarter moon in Aquarius. This will be the moon phase where we actively begin to release the things that can no longer aid us in reaching our goals. And that's it for today's astrology. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe, click the notifications bell. I post here every day, and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. And friends, I appreciate it so much when you comment to ask questions or provide encouragement. I see you doing it. I appreciate it. It isn't just gratifying for me to know that you're listening, but it lets YouTube know that you're engaged in the content, and that helps me gain some traction there. Also, if you know anyone for whom this guidance may resonate, I encourage you to share, because sharing is caring. And now I'm going to take a couple of minutes to talk about tarot as it relates to astrology today. First, I'll discuss the tarot card that sits on the side of the page. Then I will do a quick rundown of today's astrology before throwing a random card that hopefully speaks to today's energies. So let's go ahead and get into that. The tarot card that sits on the side of the page is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents the final 10 days of the sun's transit through Aries. So here we are at the end of the very beginning of the zodiac year. The sun's transit through Aries is almost done. And you know, it's been a fiery, warm start, right? We see the days begin to get longer. When it's not cloudy or raining or storming out there, we see the days get warmer, and the plants are starting to bloom and sprout and grow, and there are flowers out there. Everything's coming to life, and Sun in Aries really just gives us a lot of initiative anyway. So we've taken initiative with this card. We've taken it, we've moved into a plan, we put the plan in action, we watched the plan unfold, and we haven't necessarily reached our culmination, but we have reached a point where we are comfortable that things are going forward enough so that we can stop to celebrate. It's an appropriate time for a homecoming. It's an appropriate time to come back to family, friends, and community, and allow them to celebrate your victory and take the opportunity to celebrate other people's victories too, because we are all making fresh starts at this time. We celebrate harmony, joy, and good relationships at this time. It represents a time of peace after hard work, and it does especially point to affinity groups like our families, our communities, our friend groups. So take the time to celebrate your cohorts, and take the time to allow them to celebrate you, especially if your plans are well underway and you can take that little breather before you move on, right? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and mix up some cards while I remind myself and the cards that the sun is in Aries. Sun in Aries is a time of initiative, new growth, coming into momentum, show of power or strength. Aries is very much associated with Mars, which is the sort of warrior, the sort of warrior assertive vibe of the zodiac. Aries, being the first of the zodiac, is also considered the child or the baby of the zodiac. Aries likes to go first, and we like to, implement a lot of firsts in our life during this time of year because everything is coming to life and it just feels so good. Chiron is also with the sun in Aries right now, and Chiron, has been there since 2018. It will be there through 2027. Chiron in Aries is about seeking ways to be comfortable with our self-expression, expressing ourselves to others, and also to feel comfortable, just accepted in the groups that we're a part of. Waning gibbous moon in Scorpio is a time to reflect from the heart on how things have been going from us, how we feel about it, what deep knowledge and understanding we may have taken away from the culmination of our goals in this past month. And, at this time, we're also going to start totting up that list in our mind that says, okay, this is what worked and this is what didn't work, and this is the stuff that can stay and this is the stuff that can go. And, we've got Jupiter conjunct Neptune ongoing. It's just a time to celebrate as, we have this expanded flow of inspiration and creative capacity in Pisces. They're both in their home sign of Pisces there. So they're doing they know what they're doing, and they're doing it for a reason. There's a lot of blessings coming our way, and it's about fertility, and it's about creativity. It's about what we can make for ourselves out of our dreams and our imaginations. What more can we be, do, and have? Sun sextile Saturn is helping us sort of keep our eyes on the prize, though. It helps us cooperate with our regular world, the networks and structures that we rely on for support to maintain our responsibilities and our commitments, so we can also maintain that support. Mercury makes two aspects today. One is sextile with Venus and one is conjunct with Uranus. So, Mercury sextile with Venus is just we can talk and plan and be gracious about the the gifts that we are receiving, about the abundance that's coming in. Venus is also in Pisces with Jupiter and Neptune, so it's kind of still a party in Pisces over there. You know, we're just dreaming and loving and expanded over there. So it's a good time to have a conversation about that or be giving that some thought and appreciation. And then conjunct with Uranus, Mercury, you know, asks us to acknowledge, discuss, and plan for whatever shifts and changes are coming on. When we see changes, you know, in the offing, it's good to discuss the shift in course ahead of time if you can. And then on the moon side, we had this kind of mixed bag, all happening within a couple of hours in the afternoon. Well, between the hours like 5:45 and 8:30, you know, we start off not knowing exactly what we have to say about these shifts and changes that are coming on. You see that? And then, you know, a gift comes in, or, you know, we're feeling an especially highly functioning, positive vibration with our ability to attract what we need. In the dreamy sign of Pisces, Venus is exalted, so we're just extra attractive and extra able to appreciate the beauty that we pull in as well. And then Moon goes in opposition to Uranus. We're like, yeah, well, we got some questions and reservations about this gift, this great opportunity. But again, it comes around to an opportunity also to talk about those things tonight. So conversations about shifts and changes, and all of this is dancing around the fact of this Jupiter conjunct Neptune and the gifts of creative abundance that are coming in for us right now. And with all of that said, I'm going to turn this card. Six of Pentacles, friends. I love it. Talk about your abundant blessings, your abundant creative blessings. Six of Pentacles is a point where we have enough. We've gained enough physical resources. Okay, so we're in spectacular health. We have pretty good wealth. You know, we've saved some back, and we're able at this point to sort of decide what we can keep and what we can give away. The activity in the art along this person's arms tells me that they have worked for what they have, right? And they've got six pentacles. Pentacles are your health, your wealth, and your finances, whatever it is that you possess that has value. And, you know, Six of Pentacles, like I said, is a time when we can become generous. It's usually, generosity is a word that comes with this card. So you see this person has made enough. They're going to put three of their pentacles on one side of the scale and three pentacles on the other side of the scale. And this is one for me and this is one for you, right? So, beautiful vibration. If you are in a place, it's kind of a Jupiter vibe, really, in a place where you feel like I have enough that I can give some away, right? I get to nurture other people's dreams. I get to contribute to another person's expansion because mine is going so well, is what that says. And together here with the Four of Wands, you know, I see a celebration. You know, like I said, after having put in a lot of hard work and a lot of passion and drive, we could stop and have a celebration with our friends and family and community. And perhaps we actually get to go back there and share with them the physical resources, the health, wealth, and finances that we found for ourselves. We can go back and we can sort of spread the love among our community and our friends and families even. Put some of that. You know, the thing that comes up, because it says homecoming, the thing that comes up is like, also Pentacles are about stability. It's a very Saturn kind of vibe. It's about your, you know, what you're doing with your physical resources. So don't forget to put some back toward keeping your home in a functioning order, right? Like if you are a homeowner and you know you have something that needs to be repaired or is going to need to be repaired, when you get to this place where you can be generous with others, don't forget to set some back toward your home or toward your family's home. And I believe that's all I have to say about that today, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you all for being here. My name is Mel Rose, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.